said, and you were both saying a moment ago, what a field, but what you'd expect in a grand final. The Philippines, as I say, they did well. Macau flew in their races, so that's they've picked up starting place 4. ACCA have done well. Look, pick your own, but to me, I think it could well be Philippines and Macau fighting it out.
Yeah, well, Philippine Coast Guard for me have been almost unstoppable, really. So I can't help but lean towards them, but I want to see a close race here, and I think over 2 it'll be close. It'll be very, very fast.
Yeah, and of course Space Dragons in 1 and Melbourne Flames in 7, trying to do a.
Well, Charmy reckons they've got it. You know, even though they've had the bug, she said you can do this.
Well, it's possible. Look at who was it? Kieran Perkins, Lane 8, Atlanta, 1996. Nobody gave him a chance out there in the what they call the bleachers lane out there, or the back stalls. Usually the slowest qualifier, but you never know.
Sandy Haraki is she, because this is coming through so quickly, she has said that you could give this chat a stroke rating. It's just, and it's true. It's bang, 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 bang. It's going off. We are almost set now. You can see just the last couple of teams getting into position. Let's go through them again. Race 241, a grand final here in Westlake, South Australia here. Adelaide, the venue for this brilliant race. It's the standard Premier Mixed in lane 1. Space Dragons. Let's hear it around the world, you cheering for your teams. In 2, Pacific Dragons. In 3, Pickering Dragon Boat Club. In 4, Macau China Dragon Boat Team. In 5, Philippine Coast Guard DBT. In 6, ACCA Dragon Boat Racing Team. In 7, it is the Melbourne Flames.
And a great Australianism on this race is a pack-a-poo ticket. So we'll see how
That's
we go.
even one I haven't heard. We'll get to that. Yeah, we'll get to that.
That's from the North Shore, Sydney, near the some hotel where he gets a beer occasionally.
There you go.
The Newport Arms up there on the northern beaches, yep.
We are so close to ready for this one now. This is race 241, a big grand final here. Rick Reed's going to be your caller here. You can see the GoPro on one of the sweeps heads here, having a look across to the other teams. Looking left, looking right, getting ready. That's Pacific Dragons there with the sweep with the GoPro. We are getting close now. Watch the paddlers here. They'll get ready, they'll get set. Like statues at the moment, just waiting for the call. This will be a massive race. Your club room, your home, wherever you are, is going to erupt with excitement here as Rick Reed takes the call. Race 241, grand final, standard Premier Mixed, 7 teams across. All set, here's Rick.
Waiting for the start. And away they go in the mixed grand final, the Premier Mixed. In lane 1, Space Dragons. In 2, Pacific Dragons. In 3, Pickering Dragon. In 4, Macau. In 5, Philippines Coast Guard. In 6, ACCA. And over in 7, the Flames. Now, Macau absolutely flying as usual. In lane 3 on the inside, Pickering Dragons doing well. Over in 5, it's the Philippine Coast Guard, and they're flying as well. They get on well. Over in lane 7, Melbourne Flames, all in it. But it's going to be a race down the line. The Philippine Coast Guard doing well in 5. In 3, it's the Pickering Dragon Boat Club coming out to challenge, but it's going to be the Coast Guard, Philippine Coast Guard, over the other side, and it's coming in. Lane 3, second, Pickering, and then maybe in 4, Macau. But if Macau didn't get 4th, then I would think we might be going out to lane 6 to ACCA. So the one that I'm happy with was the Philippine Coast Guard team. Second was Pickering. Now they're coming up on the board. Third was Macau. So, and 4th, Melbourne Flames. Melbourne Flames got in over ACCA in lane 5. Now here they come. In first place, lane 5, Philippine Coast Guard Dragon Boat Club, 45.5.
Now, Paul, as they've crossed the line here in the standard Premier Mixed Grand Final taking out the gold. First lane 5, Philippine Coast Guard in 45.51, and that's a really
We're
smart
going to go to a
time there.
replay. I'll just interrupt
All
you
right.
there because I'm being told we've got a replay after this. So go through the
Yep.
times.
Second was lane 3, Pickering Dragon Boat Club, 46.31. That's really flying well. Third lane 4, Macau in 47.23. Fourth lane 7, Melbourne Flames, 47.5. Fifth lane 6, ACCA in 47.7. Fifth lane 6, sorry, that was ACCA in 47.71. Sixth was lane 2, Pacific Dragons, 48.49. Seventh lane 1, Space Dragons in 49.05. So a great win there to the Philippine Coast Guard from Pickering and Macau, with the Melbourne Flames and ACCA not far behind them.
Here's the replay now. What a great grand final that was. Here we go.
You see the Philippine Coast Guard, probably well clear. That's Pickering, and then here they go again. That's Philippine Coast Guard from Pickering, and then we've got lane 4 here on the inside, and right on the outside there, 7s and 6 coming in 4th and 5th. Yeah, so 7 and 6. So again, here we go. The Philippine Coast Guard taking it out in a blanket finish again. Macau there in 3rd in the blue, and second. Just trying to remember who that was.
Well, the crowd is completely going off beneath us here. We're up in the grandstand and we can hear just the excitement downstairs as the teams head back in now. What a great win to the Philippine Coast Guard. Once again, they've been smashing everything before them, Steve. They've such a strong team.
Pickering, of course, was the crew coming across second here. Pickering Dragon Boat Club, but a good win there to the Philippines crew there, the Philippines Coast Guard crew, in a very exciting grand final from Pickering. And then we had Macau, who have paddled very strongly today, finishing 3rd just in front of the other crews. Yep.
Well, terrific grand final. There is plenty more action to come here from Adelaide, South Australia. I hope you're enjoying the coverage thanks to Floodlight Media here. I want to tell you what's coming up because in race 242, how's this for a big one coming up in a little while after the presentations? It's a Premier race, Standard Boat Premier Open. From 1 will be Typhoon's Dragon Boat Club from Hong Kong.